Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking with Cricket. Today I'm bringing you along as I make some chocolate chip cookies. Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking has tagged me in the holiday cooking collab, so I hope I get this up by Christmas. So anyway, these are not a cakey type chocolate chip cookie, and it's going to be a real chocolatey chip cookie. If I'm going to eat a homemade chocolate chip cookie, mainly the chocolate chips and just a little bit of cookie dough. So anyway, let's get started. In my small saucepan, I have 3 sticks of butter, which is 1.5 cups of butter. We're going to melt it, so I'll bring you back when that is ready. And if you hear background noises like that, that's our little baby in the background. So she will be, I'll probably show her some today. So now I'm going to pour this up in a container, cover it, put it in my refrigerator for about 30 minutes, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, we have our mostly chilled down or cooled down melted butter. And in this bowl, I have 1 cup of white granulated sugar and 1.5 cups of brown sugar. And you don't want to really firmly pack that brown sugar. Just kind of put it in your cup and kind of just mash it down a little bit. Now we're going to mix this for about 5 minutes, scraping down the bowl occasionally, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, this is nicely mixed and it has thickened some. So you can see kind of from before when it was real loose. So now we have 2 large eggs, but we're going to mix them in one at a time. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and we're going to mix that in. In this bowl I have 2 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I'm going to whisk all of that together and get it mixed in. Now, this is where we don't want to overmix. We can hand mix this in, and I may do that to start with, just a little bit at a time. Or if you use the mixer until it's blended. Now this is where we may need our mixer to kind of help us out, because that does get a little tough to stir. But again, only until it's incorporated. And now time to add the chocolate chips. If you just want to add 2 cups, that's great. I'm going to add more. I have some of the special dark chocolate chips. Right now I'm just going to add a cup. I might want to add more. I have some semi-sweet. Going to add just a cup of that too. You can add milk chocolate. You can add the chunks. You can take chocolate candy bars. And then I have some bittersweet chocolate right there. Okay, we're going to toss these in, and then I will judge if I want to add some more. I used to bake these all the time when my kids were little. Love making cookies for the holidays and for my husband's work. Yep, I'm going to need some more. Too much dough. So again, you just add in what you like. Hey, that's how we like our chocolate chip cookies. But you can just add a couple of cups if you want to. Now we're going to give this a good mix. We're going to cover it, and we're going to chill it in the refrigerator. This will give the butter and all time to firm back up and everything to kind of relax. And you can chill this up to a couple of days if you want to. But for now, I'm probably going to chill mine until after the baby wakes up from her nap. And then we're going to let it, I'm going to set it out and let it come back to room temperature. So that way when we bake the cookies, they should spread. So I'll bring you back when I get ready to bake them, and after they've chilled, set back out and got to room temperature. Smile, baby girl, smile. There it is. There's that smile. There's that smile. Yes, there's that pretty little smile. Yes, love you. You want to make some cookies? Let's make some cookies, okay? Okay. Alright, my dough has not chilled all that long. Little bit decided to sleep for a total of 10 minutes. So, yes, I did. So, I've got my oven preheated at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, I do. And I have my baking pans lined with some parchment paper. Now, it's according on what size cookie that you make is how long it's going to take to bake. I'm using a small little ice cream scoop. You can make them any size that you want. But I prefer to use the small ones. And you want to place them a couple of inches apart because they're going to spread. That's what we want them to do. So I'll probably get about 3. I know, ain't that right? You ready for some cookies? You can't have the cookie, can you? No. No, can't have these cookies. So let me get all these cookies on my baking pans. And you want to bake them till they start to get a little brown around the edges of them. Or really as long as you want. I still want mine kind of thin and crispy, but a little bit chewy in the center. So I will bring you back once these get done. And my first batch is done, and they are perfect. So I'm going to let them cool in the pan for a couple of minutes. Then I'm going to place them on a wire rack to finish cooling, and then I'll bring you back. I've got 4 of these size pans, so I got 2 more pans in the oven, and I just rotate the racks halfway through. And I'll bring you back when we get ready to try them. Alright, all of my cookies are done. This made a little over 6.5 dozen. So now here comes the difficult part of having to try them. This is the first batch that was cooked. So it's still kind of warm. And this is how I like my cookies. I like them thin, crispy on the outside, soft and tender on the inside. And real chocolatey. So time to try a bite. So good. And to me, the perfect chocolate chip cookie. That's just loaded with chocolate chips. So thank you, Helga, for asking me to join your holiday baking collab. It was a lot of fun. Now I'm supposed to tag some people. So I want to tag Chef Tovia, Cooking with Tovia, and anybody else who wants to do this tag. From my family to your family, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.